For many women over 50, there comes a quiet realisation that you've spent most of your life being there for everyone else. I have. Family, work, friends, community. And somewhere along the way you become lost in your own list. Maybe last at the bottom of the list. That sounds familiar. You may have what the positive intelligence calls the Pleaser Saboteur. This pattern develops in good people, caring people, empathetic people, responsible people. Often women who learned early that being helpful meant being valued. So your brain learned, be agreeable, be supportive, don't rock the boat, no conflict, never say no, keep everyone happy. And for many years, this probably served you really well. But over time, a shift starts to happen. You may start feeling tired, unappreciated, invisible, emotionally drained. And not because you don't love people, but because you forget to include yourself. You haven't filled your own cup. Some common signs of the Pleaser Saboteur includes difficulty saying no, feeling guilty, putting yourself first, avoiding difficult conversations, taking responsibility for other people's emotions, overgiving your time and energy. And many women don't even see this as a problem because it looks like kindness. But when kindness excludes yourself, it becomes self-neglect. This is where it connects directly to wellness, because long-term emotional stress impacts our body. We know that. When you constantly override your own needs, your nervous system stays activated on high alert. Over time, it can contribute to burnout, fatigue, hormone disruption, inflammation, depression, all those things, immune problems. Many women reach midlife and suddenly their body packs up and says enough is enough, not because they're weak, but because they've been strong for too long without a break, without rest and recovery. And this is important to understand. Being a pleaser is not who you are. It's a learned mental strategy. It's a protection or defense mechanism. And mental strategies can change. You don't have to become hard or selfish. You simply have to learn healthy boundaries, self-respect, recovery. You can still be kind, you can still be generous, you can still care deeply, but without abandoning yourself. This is why I talk about both physical mobility and mental fitness, because stretching your body does matter, but learning how to protect your energy matters too. True wellness is not just about movement. It's learning to support yourself the way we've supported everyone else. I'd be happy to share my story. I am a bit of a pleaser. It's not top of my list, but the pleaser is definitely evident because I do find it hard to say no. I do avoid conflict. And over the years, it has drained me. You know, you're always being there for everyone else, always running around after everyone else, always being the taxi driver and always hosting, and, you know, you're there to pick up the pieces. And it can be very draining on yourself, and you don't even realise it because we're just so busy, caught up in that period of time. We do use the pleaser as a form of defense mechanism because we want to be loved, we want to be cared, we want to feel liked, we want everybody to think that we're the super mother, super friend, super person, whatever you want to be, what you think you are. And we come to this realization, well, I did, that, you know, I have to put myself first. In order to help others, I have to put myself first. And it took me a long time to realize that, because I did hit rock bottom mentally, nervous system meltdown. And it happened in my midlife when my oldest child was going through her teenage years, but added to that, she is on the neurodiverse scale. So she's non-verbal, very strong behaviours, non-compliant behaviours. So those are challenges in itself. If you're sort of familiar with autism or epilepsy, any type of condition like that, then I'm sure you can appreciate what it does. We can't go out as a family to the movies, we can't go to a restaurant, we can't go for a walk, we just can't even go to the nearest beach because there's always going to be a meltdown. There's going to be something that's going to happen that we have to be on high alert. Anyway, so putting your needs last, which is what I was doing, resulted in myself having an absolute meltdown and having to take a month off work and being rescued by our government agencies, actually, because she had to go into care for a month to give me a break. And so from that, I did learn that in order to fill everybody else's cup, I need to fill my cup first. You can't be all things to everyone unless you've got your own cup filled, shall I say. So that was a tough lesson for me to realise that. And I'm sure you've been through it as well. I think we're all sort of learned, experienced women facing challenges along the way, and we find these out and, may have some regrets or whatever, but at least if you're on the right path and going forward, you can make a change going forward is the main thing. And just sort of set that line in the sand and say, right, I know what I did wrong and now I need to do the right thing by me. So that's my little story. If you're curious which inner patterns may be influencing your own well-being, then come and check out the link in my bio and see for yourself what inner patterns are influencing you the most, because awareness is where real change begins.